Today I'm going to talk about a question that I do get asked quite often, and that is, what's the importance of athletic development and strength and conditioning for the athletes? And to explain this, I'm going to talk about a hypothetical situation about a fullback in soccer. Now let's imagine this fullback has had an incredible game. They're putting in crosses, they're shooting, they're dribbling, they're passing, tackling, everything, you name it. Now in this game, let's say for example they touch the ball 30 times. And of the 30, the longest they'll ever be sort of in contact with the ball is probably when they're dribbling, maximum of 10 seconds. Imagine if every one of these 30 touches was a dribble, hypothetically, okay? That means they're on the ball for 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. Now we know that a soccer match goes for 90 minutes. And of that incredible game, they're only in contact with the ball for 5 minutes. So we now need to start thinking, what's happening in the other 85 minutes? Okay, we've got athletes who are running, sprinting, jumping, changing direction, exerting strength. These are all individual skills. So we need to think, if we're training 2 to 3 days a week on our technical skills, our passing, shooting, dribbling, etc., are we placing similar emphasis, not the same time, but similar emphasis on the skills of running, of sprinting, changing direction? Are we learning them from the best athletes in the world? So for example, if we're going to practice sprinting, why not learn the art of sprinting from a sprinter like Usain Bolt? Why not learn those techniques to make our sprinting the most efficient that it can be? If we're thinking about exerting strength, why not look at an Olympic lifter who's lifting weights and has the skill of weightlifting down pat, and try to emulate that in the gym so that we can exert it out on the field? The other side of this is the concentration, the tactical awareness, the focus. Are we setting aside any time at all to improve our focus, to improve our concentration, so that when it does get to the 85th minute, to that 90th minute, when the game's all tied up, the crowd's getting rowdy, are we able to keep a clear mind to execute the skills of our athletic ability, i.e. sprinting, running, changing direction, coupled with the technical skills, crossing, shooting, passing, because those are the most important things at the most important times. So the role of an athletic development coach or a strength and conditioning coach is to teach you the skills of athletic development so that you can perform those as efficiently as possible for those 85 other minutes in the game. Now, that's where the, debate of sport-specific training versus athletic development comes in. To me, they are completely separate. They should not be combined. If you want to improve sport-specific things, you practice your sport. Go out to the training field, practice your passing, practice your shooting, practice your dribbling. If you want to improve your athletic ability, your running, your jumping, your sprinting, your strength, you do that in the gym. There shouldn't be any sign of a ball in a gym. That's where you're trying to improve your abilities as an athlete. If you're trying to improve your abilities as a technical player, you do that out on the field. And that's where I believe the role of an S&C coach and athlete development comes in.